So if you've been a YouTuber for a little while, you might have heard about a crazy creator challenge called Vlogmas. But what is a Vlogmas and why would anyone agree to posting one video log per day leading up to Christmas? Well, let's get holidays and jump into it, shall we? So Vlogmas is the combination of the words vlog and Christmas, and it details a creator's mission to post one video per day in December until Christmas on the 25th. Now this unique challenge started way back in 2011 when YouTuber Ingrid Nielsen wanted to create something similar to an advent calendar to mark the season. But it has ballooned into a challenge for all niches, not just vloggers, where creators take the initiative to make content for either 5 days of the week up until Christmas or all 25 days from December 2nd to the 25th. And as far as my personal channel, I have decided to jump headfirst into this ridiculous, absolutely nuts, creative exercise and challenge myself. Seeing how this is my first Vlogmas, I want to share some of my research on making it the best that it can be. So the first tip is to plan ahead. Now, normally I would give you advice like this.
Don't do it. No, seriously, you should not be putting out content
on a regular basis. Chris is right. You do not want to put out daily content on a regular basis. It can overwhelm your audience and burn you out super fast. But since this challenge is about increasing quality output, you want to plan ahead. For myself, I created 30 video ideas that I want to take into account for those 25 days and some alternate ideas in case those things do not go according to plan. Next, buy in. This is a mindset tip, but the sooner you buy into the concept and the overwhelming idea of it all, the sooner you can prepare yourself mentally for the task. So don't talk yourself out of doing something difficult. I originally thought that this Vlogmas thing was super scary, and that's when I knew I had to do it. Anything that scares me this much is usually going to stretch me or grow me, and so I encourage you to pray about your fears and then get to planning. Next, tell your audience, specifically about what you're doing and why you're doing it. You want your subscribers to be aware and be excited about the content that's coming up. If you'd like to see my personal video on explaining this to my followers, you can check it out in the description box at the end of this video. Now the next tip, simplify. Do not get caught up in high concepts. I'm really talking to myself here, but this is an intense challenge and you want to pace yourself so your super involved shoots and editing, not really the move on this one. You're gonna get some shorts, maybe you'll get less polished videos, but the quality of the content is definitely gonna increase, which leads perfectly into tip number 5, quality content over production value. We say this all the time at TrueFam Media, but every video doesn't have to be a banger. Quality content is that you know your topic and you bring your best self to it. Crazy lights are cool, but it's not gonna make the value you provide better automatically. So make sure that you can be seen, heard, and taken in without any distractions. Plus, because this is a creator challenge, it's the time to minimize your setup as much as possible. Now, if you're doing Vlogmas to grow subscribers fast, this next tip is for you. Do it for the exercise, not for the subscribers.
I want to cut in and tell you a quick story about one of my favorite bands, Sleeping at Last. He had this dream that his music would be featured in TV shows and movies, and rightly so. His music is moving, it's emotional, it's compelling, it's cinematic. And so he would call every music director that he could think of for any show, any movie in which he felt like his music would be an appropriate fit. Guess what? He didn't hear back from any of them. One day he realized that he wasn't writing as much music as he should be, only about 3 to 5 songs a year, just enough where he could release a new album every couple years. So he decided to do a project called The Yearbook, in which he would release 3 new songs every single month. That's kind of crazy, y'all. But he was so focused on creating content that he stopped trying to contact music directors. And guess what? They caught wind of his music because he was releasing so much. They started calling him. And before long, his music was featured on Private Practice, Grey's Anatomy, Bones, and a lot more. It is a powerful example of what can happen when you stop focusing on trying to get everyone to watch your content and just create great content.
He's right. The consistency and building of momentum is really what this is all about. You might even notice that people start unsubscribing during this challenge. Don't panic. It is giving you helpful data to see how people respond to your content. And while you're at it, tip number 7 is to give yourself grace. You might fall off the wagon, in which case it's not completely a wash. You can still move forward and pick up the next day with a new video. And it's totally okay to try something and fail at it, but don't let that keep you from trying at all. Just learn and keep it moving. That's what I'm gonna do. So what about you? Are you doing Vlogmas this year? Why or why not? Tell us down in the comments your thoughts. And if you need more creator tips, make sure you check out this playlist on YouTube that we put together for you. See you guys in the next one. Bye now.